what's up? I'm Ken, and we're about to watch and react to some red pill content on the internet. Please hit that like button, share button, and subscribe button. Let's get into it.
If you're making $100K a year, how much do you want your man to make? Don't grab the mic.
Sassy, 100K, like equally. Yo,
100K. Oh my God. Who are you actually looking for? A doctor or something like that? Like, I don't get the amount. Like, what are you talking about? Do you make 100K?
Okay.
I want my man to make a good amount, but if it makes a little bit less, that's fine because I'm still gonna provide for myself.
here's my thing. I'm gonna be successful on my own, and my man will be successful on his own. When we come together, we will be successful together.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Okay.
So,
That doesn't work. That dynamic doesn't work. Most people who are in those kind of relationships get divorced like real quick. Especially in statistics say after she bears the first child and the child is out of diapers. That's when it starts to go downhill.
Marriages last less than 5 years on average. The divorce is filed by women. You can't keep a man if you keep leaving your man.
what do you think about the statement, my money is our money and her money is hers?
I think that there should be like an equality to that, so it's like I can have my money and he can have his money, but he still wants to spoil. Like there should be a want on each side.
So you're basically in a relationship where you make money but still gold digging off of him. Yeah, true.
So he'll spoil you and you'll also spoil him?
Yes, definitely.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Do you think a guy cares about how much money you're bringing to the table?
I think possibly yes, because guys, back in the day, the guys were the breadwinners, but nowadays, I think, like I said, it's equal,
No man wants to be in that kind of relationship where women pay most of the bills or even equal 50-50. We don't like that.
How are relationships 50-50?
It depends on the
Because
person.
you should both contribute everything to the relationship. So financially, emotionally.
Him to have 100% of me when we're at that point.
The hell does that mean? 100% of me. These weird words this woman needs. Where can I learn this language?
Physically, it should be 50-50. And if it's not, okay, we'll get a better partner.
If you let a woman pay half of the rent or the mortgage, she is going to leave you. If you're married to her, she's going to divorce you and just pay all of the house. If that happens, I'm telling you.
Would you rather date a partner that had a promiscuous past or was a virgin?
I would say a promiscuous because they have the experience.
So you want a guy who knows how to blow your back out then?
Yes.
How about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I honestly don't care. I'm confident in what I got, what I bring to the table. I get it, a lot of guys aren't. But I'm confident what I bring to the table. So the more they know that what they were missing out on.
It could be either or. She could have been a hoe in the past or she could have been a virgin.
Yeah.
You'd still treat them the same way.
I'm me. I know what I bring to the table. I know that I'm gonna beat out the other guys. The reason that
Well, I'm just asking, what would your preference be?
No. My preference. I don't have a preference. The reason I don't have a preference is because I know what I bring to the table. There's a reason that those people didn't stay in her life. There's a reason I'm in her life. Okay. So if I bring to the table,
This fool really thinks he's the man because he can satisfy a whore. Out of all things that I would champion myself on, it wouldn't be that. This guy.
It's amazing. Beta!
I bring to the table and I keep her. At the end of the day, that's what matters.
Let's say that she's a hoe, quote unquote, this hypothetical woman. Do you think that if she's been with 100 men, you being man 101 is gonna be different than those other 100?
Yes. What is the difference between a man having 100 women than a woman having 100 men?
Men and women look at sex differently, do you think?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You think men and women view sex the same?
Psychologically speaking, men and women look at sex the same exact way.
You need help.
This guy's ego is off the charts or something like that. He's definitely delusional in a lot of things. Where do they make these dudes? Who raises them? Where do these dudes come from? I bet you a lot of women are clapping hands at his white knight answer, but most dudes are cringing right now at his answers, man.
Ladies, what's the wildest lie a man has ever told you? So a girl said, I caught him with a hickey on his neck and he looked me dead in the eye and said, you know my chain is fake. I got another. Mind you, he's a twin. Anyways, caught him with another girl at the mall. After beating his ass in the food court, he texts me hours later saying, "Why did you beat up my brother?" Trying to deny that it wasn't him. Found out he was married. Then he told me that he was undercover and his wife and kids are a pretend family so he can fit in his role well.
Oh my gosh.
And he's actually
oh my gosh.
He's an undercover police officer.
With a fake family.
He came over my house unannounced with a white girl foundation all over his mouth and nose area. When I called him out for cheating, he broke down in tears and said he was making bread from scratch with his roommate.
Catch your breath, dude. Catch your breath.
Men can lie off the
stuff.
dome.
I had a girl ask me in an interview one time, she's like, we like to hear you sing Free Yourself and Bittersweet and, what are you going to do now? And I said, well, are you in a relationship? She says, no, girl, but I'm looking. I said, well, if you keep singing Free Yourself and Bittersweet, you'll never find it.
Yeah, and that goes to like the radio in general, man. I think the radio has influenced like the conditions of today's society. Women literally act feminist and sexist and like they hate relationships, they hate men, and the music that black women, like black R&B artists sing, like represent that. It's all about hateful men and hateful relationships. I should have left you. I should have left long time ago. Divorce. And if you look at the #1 R&B songs, yeah, you'll see a pattern. Like even if you go back to the 70s all the way till now, it's like, man, ladies, stop listening to negative music. Even rap, don't listen to it anymore.
Do you reach for your purse on the first date?
Yes, always. To show my fake kindness.
You know better. No, I don't pay for any first date. You asking me out. But you don't even do the
No,
I'm not gonna pretend. No, you know what it is. If the date is like $100, you'll be fine.
Yes, of course. I do it. It's like a guilt thing. I always reach to like show them. Well, okay, the other day, I dug around in here. I felt my wallet and I just kept digging. And he was waiting for me to finish digging. And then he finally just paid. But I wanted him to think I was nice.
Yes.
And then, of course, they pull it out and I say, oh, are you sure?
The "are you sure" is good.
If they don't pay for it on the first date, just the first date, I say no second date. I just think that's weird. Third date, we can start talking about that.
This is why when women hit the wall, nobody approaches them because we don't want to pay for the dates. We just don't. It's like dates are so flaky already. It's like you don't even know if the person liked you or they just want to get a free meal out of you or what. So this is why when women hit the wall and they maintain this kind of mindset, you're going to be lonely. You're going to be screaming, where are all the good men? They're right over there. They just don't want to pay $100 or $200 to just sit across from your old ass in hopes to get some bucks that probably 100 different men have had since your 20s.
For example, do you go on dates on dating apps or no?
No, I don't go on dating apps. I tried it once. To be honest, it's bullshit. Like I don't use it. I wouldn't refer anybody to use it. I feel like men go in there to fuck. Women go in there to fuck. The only thing is, if the sex is good, she might want a relationship out of it after that.
Right.
But anything else, everybody's just going on there to fuck.
Do you genuinely think a majority of women go on dating apps to fuck? Realistically speaking?
Realistically speaking, yeah. Because at the end of the day, the guy has to be attractive enough for me to want to fuck him.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm only going, mind you, and on the dating apps, I only see pictures of these people. So physically, I'm attracted to you enough to fuck you to want to be in your face for a long time. But mentally, I don't know what the fuck you have going on in your brain.
What if I told you women never meet up with the guys they match up with most of the time?
That's
Most of them, but the ones they do want to fuck.
As a dude who just discovered Tinder, they aren't lying. I've been on Tinder probably about like 4 months and have added about 6 bodies. Not even playing, bro. That's what it's for. That's what the dating app's for. Just get some good profile pictures and you're in there like swimwear. Please, before you go, hit that like button, share button, and think about subscribing. To the next video, I'm Ken. Peace.
When I called him out for cheating, he broke down in tears and said he was making bread from scratch with his roommate.